morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends on your time, great and wonderful Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. My amazing subscribers and those who are watching without subscriptions, do you guys know that you are the best gift ever given to us on this very journey? I can only ask those who are watching without subscription to go ahead, smack the red button, click the notification bell, so whenever we upload, you'll be able to get notified. On this very particular video, it's like the continuation of what we did yesterday in regard to what the Fulani and the Britain brought to the table of Nigeria, which is corruption, killing, over high tax, nepotism, and all manner of subjugation. They can never win any argument in a platter. No, they have to find a way to inflict fear in the eyes of those that they are contending with. And the only language that these people understand is the language of fire for fire, an eye for an eye, which is also written in the Bible. Because the Bible said that if someone is out to kill you, self-defense is not a crime. It's not murder. You are defending yourself in the process. Even the laws of the whole world accepted the same self-defense. That is why it is now imperative that every one of us will rise up, as we are going to hear from our brother Simon Ekpa, the written of 1902 of Lord Lugard, the mayhem and the intent of these people is to run over, to take over. So what they are doing today did not start today, to the level that they even destroyed some properties or companies owned by the Britain.
By the number killed Simon Ekpa, in this raid, or left to starve in the bush. Now, here is where my narrative today starts. This place, Fulani taxes and raid. This is where my own teaching today starts. In fact, in this page is what I want to tell you today. Only this page. Now, wherever and Fulani army had been left a depopulated desert. Are you hearing that? Wherever a Fulani army had been left a depopulated desert. I want you, they say, greed was one of the chief characteristics of the new dynasty. Greed. Fulani was reported to be greed, that every place Fulani left become depopulated. Greed and the tax after tax was enforced upon the people, so that at the present day there is no conceivable trade and no profession which has not its own special tax. So you see, Fulani was the one who brought greed. Fulani is known for killing, depopulating people. Fulani don't know any other thing other than to impose tax. Somebody say I should make the write-up big. Okay? Now, every form of handcraft, the dyeers, the waves, the blacksmith, etc., was taxed. Even the collectors of honey in the wood paid their dues to the chief Fulanis and their exit. Thank you, the Nesco one, for your super chat. We appreciate you. I believe a complete system of debt duties, though only some 80 or 90 years have passed since the Fulani conquest. The descendants, which was already apparent in the time of the Bat, had reached its extreme. Adaigo Mwawa, thank you for your super chat. Appreciate you. Have reached to its extreme before the end of the 19th century. Pay attention to what Fulani brought to Nigeria. Amalgamation. Bribery here. Corruption. This Nigeria you see today, the people that brought bribery and corruption are the Fulanis. Bribery, corruption, and extortion marked the so-called administration of the justice of Fulani, whilst the multiplication of the harems and the growth of the large class of idle princess led the nepotism, and the growth, the nepotism and the imposition of tax after tax to meet the necessities of the rulers and their idle son and relatives. Everything you see in Nigeria today were brought in by Fulani. Fulani brought bribery. Fulani brought corruption. Fulani brought extortion of money. Fulani brought taxation. Fulani brought nepotism. The same thing they practice today. That is why somebody with a very low grade in school will become the Inspector General of Police. That is why Malami will become Inspector General of Police, because it is what Fulani represent from day one. This was a report of 1902. This thing have not changed. You see the reason why we are leaving Nigeria. It does not matter what it costs. Fulani brought in greed. Fulani brought in bribery. Fulani brought in corruption. Fulani brought in nepotism. Lord Lugard reported it here. This is the report of Lord Lugard. That Lugard, all of you, we are shouting. He is reporting this thing. Yet, he brought these Fulanis to merge in 1914. And corruption, they infiltrated Nigeria. They bring the corruption to the Igbo. For you to survive, you have to adopt the system of Fulani, which is corruption. Vivian Okoro, thank you for your super chat. We appreciate you. You see where your problem is coming from. So when we are talking about, remember that the slavery also, the people that are hunting for slaves were also Fulanis. So when we are talking, when we have come to say enough is enough, we are not just saying it out of ignorance. We are not just saying it out of foolishness. The people that are foolish are these people that are shouting one Nigeria today. Because if you think Peter Obi is going to change Fulani from bribery since 1902, you are a liar. If you think Peter Obi is going to eradicate Nigeria from corruption, from Fulani, you are lying. If you think Peter Obi is going to stop the extortion in Nigeria today, you are lying. If you think Peter Obi is going to end the nepotism in Nigeria, you are lying. Because Fulani have brought it to Nigeria. So what we are doing now is that we are going to bring a mechanism to fight this thing within ourselves when Biafra come. Do you see where your problem is coming from? Now let us read further. No man's life was safe. Are you hearing that? Today, after over 100 and something years, no man's life was safe. No man's life is still safe in Nigeria today. This is Fulani. Are you seeing it? This is a report from Lugard. Lugard said in 1902, no man's life was safe. Common people were killed. Common people were killed by Fulani even as far back as 1902. It did not end. Common people were killed by Fulani without computation or without compunction. Notables were removed by poison and secret murder. Trade was paralyzed by extortionate levies and rendered difficult by the insecurity of the road. Exactly the same thing that is happening today. It has not changed. So how is your P2B going to solve this problem? How is your half-dead man called Tinubu going to solve this problem? How is your Atiku, who is inborn, who this criteria that I'm reading to you now is inborn in him, going to solve this problem? Do you see where your problem is coming from? It is in the book. They hide it for you in the book. Now we are exposing it. So when we say there is no election to validate, if you go into election in 2023, you are validating this thing here. They are telling you constitution. What is constitution? Constitution that will make people that are known for all the crimes, everything happening in Nigeria today is from Fulani. They brought it into the system. And all of you have been infected. That is why you cannot live in Nigeria today without corruption. But we are going to end it. We know how to end it. Ken Ozo, thank you for your super chat. We appreciate you. We know how to end it. We are going to end it by having a very strong mechanism, database system, good law, making sure that there are social amenities, making sure there is job, making sure that we continue to sensitize and educate our people, and making sure that you respect the law of Biafra land. So there is no way, nobody, that's when you see, when we are telling you that nobody can change Nigeria, you think we are lying. It didn't end here. Now, let us go to number 28. Advent of Europeans. You see, we are in this particular 27 is everything you need to know about Nigeria. Let me read it again for the last time. Lord Lugard reported annual report of 1902. And this report you see here is only for northern Nigeria. That Fulani are known for bribery, corruption, and extortion mark the so-called administration of the justice, whilst the multiplication of harems and the growth of a large class of idle princes led the nepotism and the imposition of tax after tax to meet the necessities of the rulers. They have never done anything. Fulani never invented anything. They are not business oriented. They only base their life on taxation. You know, the rulers and their idle sons and their relatives. They say they are idle sons. Do you understand that? They say that the Fulani led, the princes led to nepotism and the imposition of tax after tax to meet their necessities of the rulers, of their idle sons and the relatives. The same thing happening in Nigeria today. Everything Fulani is doing is to loot, to meet the necessities of their idle children. The children that never worked. Fulani children are not working in Nigeria. Buhari's son is not working. Atiku children, they are not working. At least not that we know. The same thing Lord Lugard wrote in 1902. You see it today happening. No man's life was safe. Common people were killed. They are killing them today without compulsion. Notable were removed by poison. They poison people or secret murder. They kill in secret. Trade was paralyzed. They paralyzed our trade by extortion, levies, and rendered difficult by the insecurity of the roads. Insecurity. The same thing is happening today after over 150 years.
Thank you for watching. If the video interests
Yet,
you, please share.
some idiot